The NBA's only undefeated team, that's 7-0 Milwaukee, and Minnesota's only NBA team, that's the Timberwolves. How about some three-point shooting for the Bucks early on? Giannis Antetokounmpo, 3. He was 2 for 4 from 3. Brook Lopez of the Lopez brothers, he was 2 for 4 from 3. And Drew Holiday, left corner, he was 4 of 11 from 3. The Bucks 11 threes in the first half. Their most in any half this season. Hey, it's early in the season. They led by 7 at the half. Holiday, it's a holiday. Nazareth, 29 points. He ended at 29 right there. And then Bobby Portis from Antetokounmpo, 17 of 38 from 3 on the night for the Bucks. Didn't shoot any threes in the fourth, didn't need to. They were in charge. Antetokounmpo spinning on Naz Reid. You go that way, I'll go this way. He had 26 points, 13 rebounds, 11 assists. Take another look. And then Karl Anthony Towns. You can't touch that. Antetokounmpo. And the Bucks, 115-102. Opa! 8-0.
I know who I should ask this question to. He's a 2-time Super Bowl champion for the New York Giants. He is retired now, making big noise with the Manning cast, his own show on YouTube, and everything else in between. The one and only Eli Manning. What's up, buddy? How you doing? How's everything?
What's up, Stephen A? How you doing, pal? Thanks for having me on.
Please, I appreciate it. Let me ask you this question. Who's your best player in the NBA? You're not playing football anymore. You've got an opinion about these things. Who's your best player in the NBA right now?
I think you got to go with Giannis. I mean, he's coming off a championship. He's won a championship before. He's been MVP. I mean, he's a beast out there. So, I mean, I don't see anybody playing better than him. He's off to a great start. So he's my pick right now.
What about the fact that he's not really a jump shooter and somebody like Kevin Durant right here in Brooklyn can shoot from anywhere? What about that?
I like him doing this. I like him, well, not that, but I like him going to the goal. I like a guy who can just, he can get the ball, he can take it to the hoop, and, hey, he's not a jump shooter. He's 7 foot tall. You're not supposed to be a jump shooter. I know Kevin Durant, he's a freak also, and he's, not many people can do what he's doing, but I don't know. I just think Giannis right now, he's 27 years old. He's still a young guy. I think he's got a lot of potential just to be one of the best of all time. I think, why shouldn't he be, what do you think? When he's done, when his career is over, do you think he could be a top 10 player in the history of the NBA? Do you think that's a possibility?
I definitely think it's a possibility for Kevin Durant. If he stays in one place, stop moving all over the place.
I'm talking about Giannis.
Oh, yes, definitely Giannis. Definitely Giannis, because he's unstoppable. I can't deny that. He's a champion, and I think he's got about at least three more titles.
This season, the Bucks remain undefeated after beating the Pistons thanks to Giannis dropping 32 points in 30 minutes. The 2-time MVP has now scored more points on the year than minutes played. So let's take it back and look at the week that is in the life of Giannis.
Just how do you feel about the way you've been playing these
bowling,
last
man?
Giannis, take that!
Business, man. Got some exuberant force for the team. 12, right?
Yeah, I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
So what do you attribute your strong start to this season?
I've been eating a lot of fruits before the game.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah! I get like what you guys call it, nectarine or peach. I don't know how you guys.
There you go. Let me see what you got. You're the first term free you've ever given me.
Really? No. Gives me a lot of energy. Makes me feel good.
There you go, baby. I appreciate you, Brody. Yeah, underdog.
After my pre-game shooting, I eat a banana.
These make your age. You jump higher, you unicept, I can shoot better. I don't know about that one, but.
So I eat peach and banana, and it allows me to play better.
Man, I love Giannis. Perk, if you were to describe him in one word so far this season, what would that one word be?
Oh, it's not one word, Malik. It's 2 words. God did. And God did when he blessed us with Giannis Antetokounmpo. And look, I'm telling you straight up, he is everything and more when it comes to the game of basketball. And he's every GM dream when it comes to a franchise player. Again, you talked about it. He has more points than minutes played. But when you talk about a guy, right, that's not only giving you 30 and 12 rebounds and dishing out 5 biscuits, but the passion that he plays with, his availability to the media, never shying away from the moment, always holding himself accountable, always showing the love and passion for the game. He reminds me a little bit of KG along with the late, great Kobe Bryant, where he don't take no possessions off on both ends of the floor. This is a guy, right? If I want my kid to follow the example on who to be in the league, I want it to be Giannis Antetokounmpo. Just think about it. He never gets in trouble off the court. He always doing the right thing. He stays in the lab. Every year he gets better. And right now he is the best player in the game. And I think there's no debate about it.
We saw your Detroit Pistons beat the Warriors. Last night they hosted the Bucks, and it was down to the wire. It was our guy, Beef Stew, getting a bucket, and then that bucket was responded to by Drew Holiday. The Pistons went down. We'll talk about them in a second, but let's talk about the Bucks. The Bucks are 6-0, still without Middleton, and they are cruising through the league right now. Have this early results changed the way you feel about them in the Eastern Conference?
Not at all. Going into the year, whether it's betting odds or people predicting, everyone pretty much feels like the Bucks have what it takes to not only make the conference finals, but legitimately win the conference, if not win it all. Last year when they lost to the Celtics in the playoffs, Middleton wasn't there. And that was still an airtight series. They still have Giannis, the best player in the league, who's basically been dominant like no other. But I want to talk about Lopez in particular. The way he reinvented himself as a player is truly phenomenal, from a guy that played with his back to the basket and was a post-up guy to somebody can now play facing, shoot the threes, still giving you 9 boards. Bobby Portis still playing with effort and productivity. But the guy who makes the difference, that gets underrated, and probably the best player on the best team that nobody ever talks about, Drew Holiday. And you know I get so excited about his game. Even last year I was like, Jacoby, ain't he top 25? Ain't he top 30? Because here's the deal. Defense is at a premium when he performs.
Yep.
He's a really good playmaker, gets you assists, and he makes clutch baskets like he had hit a huge 3 in the game yesterday.
And Drew Holiday not just performs on the offensive side, but like you mentioned, he plays really good defense, and he's always guarding the other team's best player. Like most of the time, he is guarding the other team's best player, and he's running the offense. Last night, he had 10 assists to go along with that defense that he was playing against the best players. And the Bucks have jumped out to a 6-0 start. They're the